Michelle Hartley here. So in this video, I am going to critique 3 short math instructional videos. I chose to evaluate videos that focus on the main theme of solving basic equations rather than a subtopic of that, as I thought that just for the purposes of this first video project, analyzing something that I understood really well would maybe help me dip my toes into the instructional video waters. So let's get started.
Welcome to the Solving Equations
This first
podcast,
one is my
brought to you by the Enrichment Division
needs
of
improvement selection.
The purpose of this podcast is to
This Solving Equations podcast was created by the White Lake Area Community Education in Michigan as a supplemental resource for their math students. The video presenter is math teacher Al Karaba. There aren't a lot of positives in regard to this instructional video. The video and production quality are very low, and it looks like maybe it was created by students, I'm not sure. Al himself as a presenter is dry and seems inexperienced as a podcast presenter. He's going through his introduction now. As you know, I feel like his introduction of the concept is thorough enough, but it's kind of void of charisma, engagement, personable interactions. There are no eye-catching components. I feel like the average middle school or high school student would probably check out about 30 seconds in. There's nothing here that would make it different from watching their own teacher drone on and on about the concept. Nothing here that makes this a valuable tool for teachers or parents either. I would say maybe an additional negative for this video is that the presenter does not do anything to be more relatable to his audience, therefore possibly and probably losing their attention. It's hard to say what I would do differently here because I think I would do it all differently. Like, I don't know. I think it's very easy to understand, I guess, as a positive. I have just worked with a lot of 6th and 7th graders. I only see the overachievers and the kids who actually care about their grades really connecting to this. So we're just going to continue on and maybe let him finish up. I will speed up his playback so it goes a little faster.
I undid my addition by subtracting from both sides. Looking at example number 2 here. Example number 2 gives us a subtraction from the variable. So from my variable x, I'm subtracting 8. To undo subtraction, we simply use addition. So instead of subtracting 8, I'm going to add 8 to that side, undoing what's been done to the variable.
I feel like he's taking a lot of extra unnecessary time also. I mean, we're a few minutes in now and he's still only on example 2, and this is pretty simple stuff. I think if he kept it moving along at a quicker pace, that would definitely help him grab a hold of his audience and keep them.
Let's look at these 2 examples which reinforce what we've already done, and we'll move through these a little bit quicker since we've already gone through the steps.
Yay, he's moving through quicker. He must have been listening to me.
I must do it from both sides. That leaves me with y. Equal sign comes down. 15 minus 4 is 11. Y equals 11. Checking my answer. Does 11 plus 4 equal 15?
Yes, it
Correct
does.
answer. Our final example, example number 4, another subtraction problem.
I don't know, now my video is going to take time to load, I suppose. Looks like it might have just froze, but I mean, you get the gist. All in all, it's the same dry delivery, just very matter of fact. This is this, and this is what you do, and these are the steps, the end. So I'm going to, oh, there it goes.
To undo my subtraction, I will add
He's
6.
only got another minute left, so we'll go ahead and watch through to the end.
7. Does 7 minus 6 equal 1 for our check? And the answer is
yes, it does.
Another correct answer. Looking at these.
All right, so it's loading again. I don't know what's going on. It played fine just a minute ago, but we're going to go ahead and pause that, and we're going to move on to the second video. The second video in my selection is under the excellent category. I think this guy's pretty excellent. Let's go ahead and push play here. So this guy, his name is Eddie Wu. Eddie Wu is a very famous math teacher in Sydney, Australia. He's probably most famous for the way, I get the importance that he puts on building relationships with his students, and for being able to connect them to math concepts through the use of real life things that are socially relevant in their world. He takes time to reach out to each individual student and make sure that they're understanding the concepts before he moves on, making sure that they're really connecting to the material. Incredible student statistics on math improvement come out of his classroom. As for the instructional video, what I really like about this video is that he has a very capturing personality. I think that's important if you're going to be a presenter in an instructional video. He's just super engaging while he's instructing. So he's relaxed. He keeps the students engaged through his movements, the inflection in his voice, his body language. Here he's explaining that students have been making statements about, let me see if I move myself over here to this side. He's just talking about students, how they've been doing this their whole lives. They've been making students about things that are equal their whole lives. Through his dialogue, he's making, through his dialogue, he's making a connection for them. So he's explaining that whatever they do on one side, they have to do to the other side to keep it in equation. I think his subtle use of slang words add to the overall connection that he's making with his students. Makes things feel a lot less formal and rigid and more engaging for young people. I feel like there are definitely areas of his video that could be improved upon. I think the things around him in the room are pretty much the opposite of creative and captivating. Use of a more visually stimulating workspace could really add another layer of interest and secure a whole nother faction of online math help seekers. Also, I think if he used a colorful thumbnail in his video, which he does not, I think that would help with branding. And looks like he might be frozen a little bit, and now he's loading. Sorry, I think that the really high winds the other day knocked out my satellite dish. He'll come back. Anyway, I think that it would really, if he used a colorful thumbnail that was creative, I think it would help with his branding, and it would allow his viewers and followers to easily identify his videos, which could in turn secure more followers for him And that's important. I mean, I know that really has nothing to do with the quality of his, video instruction, but I think if you're going to be having a channel, it's important. Overall, with the improvements that I suggested, I really like his videos. And I think his methods of engagement are fantastic. I think his videos work for everyone. I think they work from 5th grade, through college. And mostly because he's engaging and personable. I definitely would use some of his methods to hopefully make my students feel at ease, relaxed, and connected. Yeah, I think he's just great. And I think that his videos are super easy to understand. So it is definitely loading again. I'm not sure what's going on. He's got another minute and a few seconds left. Doesn't look like it's gonna there. Oh, surprise. Okay, so I'll get him back down here so we can see his face. Just turn the volume up a little bit. Also, this thing. Sorry for the technical issues. There's not really anything I can do about it. The library is really the only place that you can still go in Soldotna, and it's Sunday. So I'm kind of stuck. I wish that we could still have access to the college.
Evaluate or find the unknown. Okay, so the unknown is...
All right, we're going to move on. We're going to move on to video number 3, because this is ridiculous.
Whichever pronumeral or pronumerals you have in there, okay? And evaluate just means, well, actually literally means find a value.
So video number 3 is a production called Math Antics. And this video is for my creative selection. This one, so yeah, it's a Math Antics video. Math Antics videos were created by 2 friends, Rob and Jeremy. They never tell you what their last names are, their website, nothing, their blog. It's just Rob and Jeremy. So Rob, who can be seen in this video, is the presenter, and Jeremy is behind the scenes. So these videos were initially created because Jeremy couldn't find any math resources that he liked when he was homeschooling his own children. So the 2 friends, they have a history of working together on other projects, and they have their individual strengths. Rob is really good at math. Jeremy is really good at production and animation. So they were able to collaborate, kind of put their heads together, and develop this math video format, that took off almost immediately. They have like almost 100,000 followers, I think, at this point. So the things I like a bit about this video are that right away I'm pulled in by their title sequence. It was back there a ways. Hopefully you caught it. It's colorful, it's creative, it's exciting. It makes me want to watch further. Right out of the gate, he's giving a really good example, a good, simple introduction about what's going to occur in this video, and also gives us kind of like a verbal sneak peek for what's coming up in the next video. I love the sound bites of bubbles popping and crowds cheering, and the transition animations that they use. I can see where that would add a layer of entertainment value for early middle school audience that I assume he's targeting. I think that the production is very effective and would be personable to the viewer. He's going through his introduction still, kind of explaining what an equation is, and it's a very good, I think it's a very good explanation.
One side of the equal sign must have exactly the same value whatever's on the other side. Otherwise, the equation would not be true. Of course, that doesn't mean that the two sides have to
he's
look
kind
the same.
of he's kind of
For example,
old for his
in the
audience,
equation
maybe.
1 plus 1 equals 2,
Can't really get around that, though. I
1
mean, if
plus
you're a
1
teacher, you're a
doesn't
teacher,
look like the
and
number 2. But we know that 1
you
plus
know,
1
I
has
mean,
the same value as 2.
he probably makes enough money
So
now where he
1
could
plus
hire
1 equals
talent
2
and just keep
is in balance.
writing the
It's a
scripts,
true
but
equation. The reason
who
we
wants to
need
do
to
that
know
when
that
you've created
equations
something?
must be
Who wants to let
balanced
that
is
go?
because when we
Anyway,
start rearranging them,
Rob
if we're not
himself,
careful,
I'm
we
going to
might do
move so we
something
can
that
see
would
his
change one
face.
side more than the other. That would
Oops,
make the
I'm going to
equation
try
get
to
out
move.
of balance, and it wouldn't be true anymore.
All right,
And if
we're
that
going to move over
happens,
here.
we won't get the right answer when we solve.
Rob himself
That
is
sounds
very
pretty
engaging,
bad, huh? So
and the
avoid
lessons
that?
are well
How do we
tailored to the
avoid
concept.
getting an equation out
Rob
of
is a
balance?
presenter, along with
The key
Jeremy's help
is
in
that
the
whenever we
animation
make
and
a
production
change to an
areas.
equation, we have
It
to
holds
make
the attention of the
exact same
students,
change on both sides.
and all while
That's so important, I'll say it again.
moving along at an
Whenever
apt
we do
pace.
something to an
The
equation,
lesson
we have to do the
is
same thing
succinct.
to both sides. For example,
It's,
if we want to add
you know, that
something
makes
to
it
one
super
side
easy
of
to
the equation,
follow.
we have to add that same thing
I
to
think
the other side.
I think for
And if
sure
we
the
want to subtract
animation
something from one
and the
side of the
colors, they
equation,
keep
then we
people
have to subtract
interested
that same
in
thing
watching.
from the other side.
You know,
And that's
as a
the same
college student,
for
I have
multiplication
watched
and division. If we want to
hundreds,
multiply
if
one
not
side of an
thousands, of
equation
Khan
by a
Academy
number,
videos because
then we
I'm
need to multiply
kind
the
of
other
math
side
stupid.
by that same number.
So
Or if we want to divide one side of an
I
equation
enjoy
by a
Khan
number,
Academy because
then we have to divide the other
he
side
tends
by
to
that
explain
number
things in a
also.
way that I really
As
understand.
long as you always do the same thing to
But
both
these are
sides
pretty
of an
good
equation,
too.
it will stay in balance.
Like,
and
I
your
can tell these
equation
are geared
will still be
not
true.
for the college student, but as a
Alright,
college student,
like I said,
you
in
know,
this video, we're just
when
going to focus
you're
on
going
equations involving
into
addition and subtraction. And here's our first example.
intermediate algebra
X
or,
plus 7
you know, beginning
equals 15.
algebra, like
To solve
introduction
for
to
the unknown
algebra,
value x,
if you
we
don't
need to
know anything,
rearrange
if you
the
haven't done
equation
that stuff in high
so
school
that
like
the
me,
x is all by
then
itself
I
on
can
one
see where
side of the
these would
equal
be
sign.
useful
But what can
and
we do to
engaging.
get x all by itself? Well, right
He's
now,
a little bit
x is
corny
not
for
by
me,
itself
but
because 7 is being added to it.
for a
Is
sixth
there a
grader,
way
I think
for us
he's
to get rid
awesome.
of that 7? Yes.
I don't
Since
like
7
that
is
he
being
put the
added to the
explanation
x,
of what an
we can
equation
undo
was
that
at the
by
end of the
subtracting 7
introduction.
from that side of the
I think
equation.
putting it at the very, very
Subtracting 7
beginning, right
would
after
leave
the
x
title
all by
sequence,
itself because x
I think that would
plus
better
7
serve students who are
minus 7
brand new to the
is just
concept.
x.
You know, that
Plus
being
7
said, I don't
and
think this
minus 7
video needs
cancel
anything
each other out.
overall. The
Okay,
concept's
great.
covered,
So we just
and the
subtract 7
supporting
from this side of
materials
the
that they
equation,
provide
and x is all by itself. Equation solved,
are
right?
super useful to any student
If we just subtract 7 from
or to
one
teachers
side
and
of the
parents as a
equation
teaching
and
tool.
not the other side,
And,
then our equation
you know,
won't
the
be in balance
supporting,
anymore.
like I said, the supporting
To keep
materials,
our
they
equation
have a
in balance,
website
we
that
also need
has
to subtract
exercise
7 from
handouts,
the other
worksheets,
side
and
of the
answer
equation.
keys, so they get
But
huge
on that
brownie
side,
points for
we
that.
just have the number 15.
Just as a mom and
So
a
we need to
teacher
subtract
and
7
somebody who
from
is
that 15.
homeschooled, like,
And
that's
since 15 minus
priceless.
7
You
equals
can't
8, that side
can't
of the
beat that.
equation will just become 8. There. By subtracting 7 from both sides, we've changed the original equation, x plus 7 equals 15, into the new and much simpler equation, x equals 8, which tells us that the unknown number is 8, and we've solved the equation. And to check our answer, to make sure we got it right, we can see what would happen if we replace the unknown value in our original equation with the number 8. Instead of
I
x
like that
plus
he's
7
including
equals 15,
a check
we'll write 8 plus 7 equals 15.
and
And if that's
instructions on
true,
how to do a
then we
check.
know we got the right answer. Pretty cool, huh? Let's try another one. 40 equals 25 plus x. This time, the unknown value is on the right-hand side of the equation. Does that make it harder? Nope. We use the exact same strategy. We want to get x
I
by
like that he's
itself.
showing both
This
forwards
time
and
x is
backwards
being
too, and
added
that
to
it doesn't
25.
matter if the variable's on
Thanks to
one
the
side or the
commutative
other.
property, that's the same as 25
It's
being
important
added
for
to
kids
x.
to understand
So
that
to
commutative
isolate
property
x,
of
we
addition
should
and
subtract
subtraction,
25
and
from that side of the equation. But then we also need to subtract 25 from the other side to keep things in balance. On the right side, x plus 25 minus 25 is just x. The minus 25 cancels out the positive 25 that was there. And on the other side, we have 40 minus 25, which would leave 15. So the equation has become 15 equals x, which is the same as x equals 15. Again, we've solved the equation. So, whenever something is being added to an unknown, we can undo that and get the unknown all by itself by subtracting
I'm going to go ahead and end here, and I guess that's it. So I've included the links in the description, and I will just say happy mathing, everyone. This is Michelle signing out.